Good morning and welcome back to the farm. It's 4 a.m. Saturday morning and time to finish up getting these trucks and trailers ready for another big farmers market day. First thing on the agenda today is to pull this trailer out of the way so I can finish packing these 4 box trucks and then the 2 trailers. What makes today just a little bit different is that cantaloupes are finally on. So every truck is getting a full bin of cantaloupe added to their market mix. And I know customers are really excited about having cantaloupes at the farmers markets, and I'm really excited about selling them because I get to make a little extra money. I was awakened super early this morning. At 3 a.m., a car hit a deer right out in front of my house. We actually heard the thump and the brake lights come on and my dog barked and woke us up. And then the cops came. You could see the flashing lights right outside my window, 50 feet away. There was no getting back to sleep. So I laid there till 3:30. My alarm wasn't going to go off till 4. I decided to go ahead and get up and come out here and get an early jump on packing these trucks. This one's going to be leaving before I know it, so I can't dilly-dally too long. About an hour and a half, my son will be pulling out to go to the Worthington market, which is our biggest market. And it actually won the award for best farmers market in the country. I know it's not the best farmers market in the country. It's just our market the Worthington market had the most votes during that competition. But it is the best one in the state of Ohio, hands down. I'd put it up against any big market in Cincinnati or Cleveland. Either way, it's a busy market. It's our biggest and best market, and it gets the most produce, and it takes the most help, and takes the longest to pack. So let's get busy packing that truck and get it on the road. You can't run a farmer's market without a money box. Before I finish loading this truck, I thought I'd give you a quick look at what all is in here now. There's our 50 boxes of red round tomatoes, some garlic, and this tub just has all of our farmers market supplies in it. We were a little short on jalapenos today, so I only was able to give everybody about a half a peck. A stack of green bell peppers, a stack of eggplant, a stack of cucumbers, and 2 stacks of zucchini. We got our maple syrup, and that is their bin of cantaloupes. I heaped it up as full as I could get it. There's probably about 150 there. Next, coming out of the cooler will be about 55, 60 tubs of sweet corn, so just over 200 dozen, and 16 bushels of green beans, and some tomato seconds. I think that's everything. It's kind of nice coming out here a little early. I'm not quite so rushed, and it's very cool this morning. Right around 60 degrees, so it's not hot and humid. Usually I'm like dripping in sweat after a couple hours of doing this, but it's very comfortable temperatures, and I feel like I can take my time. This truck is getting 16 bushel crates of green beans and 2 crates of yellow wax beans. I'm stacking them pretty high just because of needing room for a bin of melons. Some scratch and dent tomatoes, our cosmetically challenged tomatoes, and salsa. So it's not going to be too awfully tight, but you know, it will be a little bit. When we start adding watermelons to the mix, that's when it gets really tight, and you got to get really creative. Sometimes I'll double stack the melon bins, but that is a lot of weight back here in the back corner of the truck. 1 truck down, 3 more trucks and 2 more trailers to go. Oh, there goes the final box truck of the day. Working on this trailer now, and then that trailer. I thought I was gonna have an easy morning and be able to take my time, but now I'm behind the gun to get this ready in time. She's gonna be here in 15 minutes, and I'm not even close to being ready. It's amazing how fast time slips away when you're loading all these trucks. Currently heading up to our local farmer's market here to help Nikki get set up. She doesn't feel real comfortable trying to back the trailer into our spot. So this is kind of putting some extra pressure on me because I haven't even started on our other trailer back at home that's going to our other satellite location, our big one. And fortunately, most of it's, a majority of it's done from last night. I just got to put the corn and the beans and peppers and cucumbers on and stuff like that. So it shouldn't take too long. So I'm gonna rush up here, just 4 miles down the road, help her get set up real quick, and then come back home and finish up the other trailer. All right, we're just about set up here at the Logan County Farmers Market, our hometown market. Still a little bit of prep work to do, but it looks real nice. It's a perfect day for a farmer's market, that's for sure. All right, ladies, have a good day. All right, officially done packing the trailer with all of our goodies. 100 cantaloupes, 40 watermelons, 6 half-bushel boxes of peaches, 25 tubs of corn. That's our starter corn right there. And underneath the shelves are full. 24 pints of blackberries and all kinds of extra produce in there. 6 more tubs of corn here, and there's the rest of our extra cantaloupes and watermelons. Closing the trailer up now and head to our satellite location. My, oh my, was that a busy 4 hours. Holy crap. More like 4.5 since I've been up. I'm glad to see every truck and trailer off of my farm premises, either at market setting up or on the way to market. Now I can go in and have a cup of coffee with my wife, sit down, take a load off for a few minutes. But my morning is not over. I have about 50 to 60 bushels of green beans I'm going to be picking here in a couple hours. Hope she has a good day. Hope she has a big day. I'm pretty confident we're going to have a big day. We're in the height of our season right now. The only thing that can get better is adding watermelon and our field tomatoes. Both of them should be ready next week. But by then, some of the other items will start to curtail a little bit. So we really are at the peak of the season right now with crops that we're harvesting and selling and the amount of money that we're generating at these farmers markets. So I've had some of you comment a few videos back about why don't I have help out here. Today probably would have been nice to have some help. I don't need help throwing corn and the last minute things on the box trucks. That just slows me down. I can hop off my forklift and slide that corn in faster than having a helper up there, unless it was a clone of me. Knew exactly how to move those tubs quick and efficiently, and I've done it for years and years and years. But as far as packing those trailers, yeah, it probably would have been nice to have a helper throwing it on the shelves while I rolled it out of the cooler, because I am beat and I can't keep this level of intensity for too many more years. So that's why we're kind of scaled back just a little bit next year. It's just getting to be a little much. All right. Got to tidy up a few things in here, then I'm going inside to relax. All right, I want to take you inside the cooler and show you how empty it is. That is a great feeling. So this is an extra bin of large cantaloupe for Monday. I don't have time to get them picked and packed on Monday morning before the trailer leaves, so I like to have one ready to go. This is just some extra corn that I can deliver to one of the markets if needed, maybe in Marysville, which is a half-hour away, or our local hometown market. So that's all fresh corn to stock somebody up if they're having a really great day. I don't want someone to call me and say, hey, we blew through all of our corn, and then have none on hand. And I'm not gonna go out and try to pick 30 or 40 or 50 dozen by myself. No, thank you. Not on a Saturday morning after I've just went through what I've done. Over here, just a little bit of leftover cucumber and zucchini and peppers in case someone needs stocked up, and 1 bushel of beans. And this is for the trailer on Monday. A flat of blackberries and 5 boxes of peaches. All right, I finally made it down to the bean field. We're gonna try to pick about 65 or 70 bushels and get this patch cleaned up because we have another one that's ready next week. And we're direct packing today, right into the crates, just like that. Trying to get the leaves out if any leaves sneak in there. But for the most part, they're really clean. We're gonna stack them on a pallet. We should fill all of those. And when I get back up to the barn, I'm gonna dunk them in a cold water tank to take the field heat out and then roll them into the cooler. They should be good to go for next week. Bean picking's going pretty good. We're just about done. We got our final round, these 2 rows, and I have 2 rows over there that I left Tuesday, a few days ago. So, just about got everything harvested and loaded in the truck. Oh, I wanted to show you what a picked row looks like. So there's a harvested row. Picked completely clean. Just a few random beans here and there, and a few leaves, but basically just a bunch of stems compared to an unpicked row. You can see the difference. This machine does a phenomenal job picking beans. If you want to see the whole bean picking process in more detail and learn all about this machine, it was in the video, I believe 2 or 3 videos prior to this one. I will link it down in the description box below. or just go check out my channel and search for the bean picking video, and you'll find it pretty easily, I think. I just arrived back home and put the beans in the cooler. We ended up getting 60 bushels. I left my camera in the tractor over at the other farm after picking, and I wasn't able to show you how we washed and cooled the beans. They didn't really need washed. They were perfectly clean. So the only reason we dunked them in this water trough, we had 2 troughs full of water, and we dunked the beans in there for about 30 seconds, pull them back out, stack them on the pallet. That removes a good portion of the field heat. The beans were probably close to 80 degrees because, you know, the temperature outside is above 80 now. So the 55-degree water probably chilled them down into the 60s, maybe somewhere in there. And then we put them in the cooler at 35 degrees to finish cooling them off. It just makes it a lot less work for the cooler to have some of that field heat removed before putting them in the cooler. Plus, they would be hot all day and probably all night, and would finally cool down by the next day. And that deteriorates the quality of the bean being hot that long, especially in the center of the pallet where they're stacked. The cold air from the cooler can't penetrate deep inside that pallet that's stacked really tight full of beans. So dunking them in cold water helps with that process. All right, we just unloaded the trailer that came home from our hometown farmers market, and I got 4 more trucks on the way. They should start rolling in here any moment because it's 1 p.m. I ran inside for a little snack and a box truck came home on me. First one home for the day, my daughter from Clintonville. Every truck has made it home, has been unloaded. Now we're waiting on the trailer at our satellite location. Oh, I don't have my watch on. I think it's about 1:30, so she still has about a half hour of sales left. She'll be leaving at 2 and coming home. We had a great day on melons. This is everything that came home. It's like a tub full from Worthington. Oh, maybe 20 or 25 from Powell and Dublin. So pretty good day. Glad to see all those almost completely gone. This is what it looks like up here in the barn after we get unloaded. I got to make sure I get all the credit card machines plugged in, and everybody has their spreadsheets up here on top of their money boxes. And then my brother has to do his salsa inventory to see what he sold, so he knows what to take out of the money boxes. If you're wondering, the salsa, garlic, relish, that is maple syrup, that is all my brother's thing. I have nothing to do with it. I don't help produce it or work on it or nothing. I just use my market outlets to help him sell it, and then I get a little cut of it. 2:45 p.m. I am so exhausted, and I'm so glad the trailer just pulled in the driveway. I was inside laying down on the floor, taking a little break while waiting on her to get home, and I actually fell asleep for a few minutes. I'm gonna crash hard tonight. Actually, I might crash hard as soon as I unload this trailer. Another Saturday farmers market day in the books. I'm gonna sit down on these pallets and take a load off and wrap up this video with a question for you guys. Is what I am doing worth it? All of this hard, stressful, risky, long days, is this all worth it? Yes and no, in my opinion. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, heck yeah, it is. I have the life. Have my own farm, work for myself, make my own hours. Well, I think the vegetable crops are making my hours right now, but you know what I mean. I'm not working for somebody else, and I don't ever plan to. So there are good and bad things about what I do. I love being my own boss. I love setting my own hours. I have the freedom to make my own choices about what I grow and where I want to sell it. That is all great. But these 60 to 80 hour work days this time of year takes a toll on you. Not to mention the risk. I just feel like a slave to my vegetable farm right now. And unless you are a fruit or vegetable grower, there's no way you can understand what I'm talking about, what I'm going through. I mean, if you're a small business owner, you probably have an idea. But even though my farm goes year round, this is just a really intense time of the year that darn near kills me. Gosh, I could talk about this all day long, but I'm not even clearing a profit yet. I'm still paying back my operating loan. I've been putting away a little bit of money to help me get through the winter. As a produce farmer that only generates income for about 5 months of the year, I have to earn my year's wages right now and pay back all my operating money that I borrowed last December to buy supplies and goods to operate the farm for this year. So hopefully here in a couple of weeks, that will all be paid off and I can start clearing pure profit. But by then, man, I've lost my drive, my gumption, my motivation. I'm just beat down, and it's all I can do to continue on. That is why I've been working on shortening my season and not trying to lengthen my season like a lot of farmers are doing. People are putting up these hoop houses and cold frames and all this other stuff to try to get 10 months a year of growing and selling produce. I can't handle that. I'm 50. I can still farm like I did when I was in my 30s and 40s. It's getting tougher. But I don't have a lot of really hard working years left in me. I'm looking out to the future now, 10 years out. Where am I going to be in 10 years? I want to find someone to succeed me, someone to step into my shoes to take over the day to day. I can't keep doing this at this intensity for too much longer. And that's part of the reason I plan to scale back a little bit next year. I'm still going to be a fruit and vegetable farmer who's going to grow his own food and sell it at farmers markets, but I'm definitely scaling back some of the things that I don't like to grow or maybe don't sell that well for me. Probably get rid of some of the weekday markets and maybe even one of these Saturday markets because it's just getting to be too much. And I don't have any children. My 3 kids, none of them are really interested in taking it over. 2 of the 3 are helping me every day right now, and I couldn't do this without their help. No way possible. It's easy to get pessimistic at the end of the day, at the end of a long week. I mean, I'm so thrilled that all these trucks and trailers are unloaded and I'm done for the day, and now I can go do what I want and relax, but I don't have any energy to go have fun. I'm so drained and exhausted. It's going to take me the rest of today and all day tomorrow to try to recoup and get ready to do it all again on Monday. So yeah, there's good and bad. There's give and take. It's just, I'm having trouble thinking clear right now. I could talk about this in a whole nother video just about this topic. But yeah, what do you guys think? Should I keep doing this full speed ahead like I'm doing now? I just don't know if it's worth it. There's got to be something out there a little easier. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I know I'm blessed and I'm very fortunate to be farming on my family farm, but it's tough sometimes. All right, I'm going to wrap it up right here, folks. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I will see you all again real soon down the farm.